Good afternoon. This is Susan Augustin coming at you on Facebook Live on Monday, July 31st, our last day of the month of July. I love the month of July. July has been a great month for me. Lots of growth, lots of really exciting things happening in my life and in my business. So life is good. One of the best things that I have done, hello Sherry, and I mentioned it in one of the other videos, is I hired a virtual assistant. I hired a personal assistant, and that has helped me so much. You know how when you're in business, every day you've got a list of, so many things that you want to get done, and you only get done the urgent ones, and then the other planning and idea ones somehow get pushed to the back burner. And having her as my virtual assistant just in 1 week, I feel like we 10x'd so much of the things that I have wanted to get done. And now I can cross it off my list, and I'm free to create. I'm free to move on, and it's really exciting. So that's my little tip: is hire a virtual assistant. It needs to only be like an hour or two a day. And there are virtual assistants online. I think some of them are friends with me on Facebook. So if you're looking for one, they just can help you get some things in place and set up that can really help you to go forward. What I want to talk about today was 4 simple steps that lead to persistence. And in the quote, I said, wise people are builders. And out of Proverbs 24, I'm going to read this. It says, wise people are builders. They build families, businesses, communities. And through intelligence and insight, their enterprises are established and endure. And I think that's what everybody on here, hello Liz, is hoping for. They want to build something that's going to be solid, that's going to endure, going to be established. They wouldn't be spending their time here if they didn't. And so I want to talk about persistence, because persistence can definitely make or break you. It's one of the essential factors to whether or not you're going to monetize your business. And so it's really important. Thank you for that comment, Liz. And if anybody wants to hit the hearts or the likes, those little things flying across here are really fun. But persistence is so important. And here's some of the things that if you aren't persistent, if you're wrestling with it, I'm going to just read a few different things that might keep you from being persistent. So I encourage you to jot these down as I mention them, and then in your reflection time, really think about this. The first one is definiteness of purpose. Do you know why you're doing your business? Do you know why you're doing what you're doing? If you don't, you can figure it out. But if you don't know why you're doing it, if you just jumped in because your Aunt Sally started the business and she invited you and it seemed fun because she said, we could go drink wine afterwards or whatever. If you just kind of got in for the fun or whatever, get your purpose in line. Figure out why you're really doing it. The next one is desire. I could talk about desire all day long. You've got to want to do what you're doing. You've got to love what you're doing. You've got to love, if it's a product you're marketing, you've got to love the product. You gotta just love life. You gotta love where you're going with it. You gotta love your vision. You gotta be stoked and excited about your vision and about what you want your life to look like and what you want it to be like for your family. All those things have to be in place. And if you think about it that, well, I'm a little flat on that, then honestly look at each part of it. What part of it's flat? Is it the company that I am promoting? Is it my vision? Are my dreams not big enough, not strong enough? Take a look at what it is that might be kind of holding you back there. The next one is self-reliance. Hey, Thomas, self-reliance. That's the tough one of being self-employed, right? We don't have a time card. So if we don't come to work, nobody's gonna check on us or anything else. So we've got to be accountable to ourselves to show up and get done what needs to be done. And that leads me to the next one, is definiteness of plan. You have to have a plan for your business. You have to say, by this date, I'm going to be at this place. By this date, I'm going to be at this place. And you know what? If you're not at those places, thank you, Sherry. If you're not at those places, that's okay. You can hit the reset button and say, starting fresh. Erase all the negative, feelings of I didn't make it. That's okay. You're learning, you're growing, you're improving every day. So you want to have a definite plan of this is what I'm going to do. And the other part of the plan is you need to daily know, hello, Matt, you need to daily know what you're doing. And if you're building an online business, there are 4 or 5 simple things that you should be doing every single day. And if you don't know what you should be doing every single day, there is more to it than just putting your product out there as many places as you can. Many of you maybe have tried that and found out that wasn't working too well for you. So if you want some tips on what I do every day I do the same exact thing. If you want tips on how to do that, how to build, and if you do the right things, give it 90 days and you're going to be amazed at the beautiful business that you're starting to create. So want tips on what to do, more than happy to give you the my daily actions. The next one is accurate knowledge. You've got to keep learning. As you know, Facebook, their algorithms, those things change daily. So you've got to stay up on what's going on in the industry. Right now, there's even some changes from people that have been using emails and Aweber and some things like that. There's some new things coming out to contact customers with. You've got to stay up on those things. So I really suggest that you find a really good training platform. To me, that made all the difference. A training platform to use in conjunction with building your direct selling business, because I've tried 2 or 3. I can give you some suggestions if you're looking for one, but that really will help you to stay up on what's current in the market. The next one is willpower. That comes back to the self-reliance. Buddy, you just got to do it. And habit is the last one that goes with that. The more you do it, the easier it is. You just got to show up. You just got to do it. That's one thing I found with hiring a virtual assistant. Some days I'm feeling a little bit tired or what have you. When I've already told somebody we're going to work from this time to this time, that holds me to the fire. I have to show up and be there. And that's been really good for me. And I see a comment here from Liz. Spent 5 hours refocusing and planning out the next quarter. Right on. Good for you, Liz. That's exactly what it's all about. Get your plan in place, refocus. And so basically these are the 4 simple steps to lead a habit of persistence, to have a persistence in your life. The first one is have your definiteness of purpose backed by your burning desire for its fulfillment. The next one, have a definite plan expressed with continuous action. That's so important. Hello, Lorene. Continuous action is so important. Consistency and persistence go hand in hand. The next one is the one I talk about all the time, and I need to do another live just on this again because I haven't hit it for a while. A mind closed tightly against all the negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestions from other people. So you've got to continue to check out your mind. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome. Got to keep watching what's going on in my mind today. Are my thoughts pushing me forward to success, or is there a little voice going, you can't do this, you're not doing it right, comparing you? Hello, Aroma. So you want to keep an eye on what's going on in your mind. So important. And if I've got some great tips on that, if you want to talk further about that, message me privately. I would love to have a conversation with you about that. And then the last one is have a friendly alliance with 1 or more people that will encourage you to follow through with your plan and your purpose. And it can get lonely working from home. It can get very lonely sitting behind a computer for hours every day. So I really do suggest that you do have a family member, a friend, a buddy, somebody that you can connect with and help to stay on track. Just like Liz said, she said, we spent 5 hours refocusing. So it sounds like Liz has someone in place that she's building with, and that's fabulous. So I highly recommend that. So those are your 4 simple steps. Have a definiteness of purpose, have a definite plan, keep checking on your mind, make sure those negative thoughts aren't coming in and robbing you of joy and vision and creativity. And then lastly, have a friendly alliance with somebody else that can encourage you to follow through. And it makes it so much more fun. Oh, okay, great. Liz has her husband and her work together on that. And it does. It makes it so much more fun. I've found that just having my virtual assistant over the last 2 weeks, it's more fun. We laugh. It gives us, an excuse to hang out and do fun things as well. But I really do suggest getting somebody to be in your corner to help you out. So those are my thoughts. My call to action is to comment below. If you are great at being persistent, tell us about it and tell us what your secret is. We want to know. And if you struggle with it, it's okay to be honest. Say, not my strongest suit. I'm on and then I'm off. And tell us what you think might be holding you back. Because we want to help each other. We want to encourage each other. That's the point of this community. Thank you. She complimented my nails. So please comment below. I'd love to get the feedback. And if you want some private one-on-one talking about some of these areas, message me privately. I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. So have a fantastic Monday. And I want to hear about your tips. What is helping you to be persistent and knock it out of the park? Have a great week. Peace and God bless.